Hey everybody, and welcome to the video. So this is Josh here, and this is another episode of Walk With Me. Today we are going to be talking about vigilante justice, video games, and taking control of your life. Let's get into it. So how is everybody's week going? Things have been going really well here. All is smooth, all is quiet. Things have been full-fledged summer mode here in Portland. Camille and I have just been out and about. You know, we had that San Francisco trip a couple of weeks ago. That was really fun. The video for that, by the way, should be up by next week, I believe. So keep an eye out for that. We're thinking we might be going camping next week. I'm trying to figure out some of the logistics. That is the one negative about not having a car. Trying to get outside of the city is a little tough at times. The car rentals are normally really cheap around Portland, but I think it's because it's the tourist season and summer and it's been busier. The car rentals are normally about 16, 17 bucks a day. I just checked, I wanted to go camping this week, but I checked the car rentals were up to like $80 or $90 a day, which is just insane. We just rented that car for the Fenn trip last month. Yeah, we spent $30 to have it for 2 days, which was awesome. And that's what made that trip possible, because it was so cheap. So I'm trying to figure out maybe some different ways we can get to some of these campsites, or a different car rental company or something. So I'm hoping we can go camping next week, but we will see. Camille and I have actually been playing video games together the last few days, which has been awesome. We've been playing Lego Star Wars. I think this is the first video game we've ever been able to play together for more than a couple of hours without getting too irritated at each other. We both get very competitive when we play, and I grew up playing video games, so it's second nature to me. The controller is an extension of my hand, and Camille was not nearly as nerdy as me growing up. She didn't play very many video games when she was younger. But yeah, it usually ends up being no fun for anybody, because there aren't too many co-op games anymore, so we're usually playing versus each other. And that never ends well. With my Xbox Live account, I got Lego Star Wars. It's the first game we've been able to successfully play. One other crazy thing that happened the other day when we were out with a couple of friends, and we witnessed someone robbing a grocery store. I shouldn't say we witnessed it. We actually we were walking through town near the grocery store. We saw a guy running with a handcart full of groceries, and another really old guy chasing them, yelling, "Thief, thief, thief." So we ended up actually running after them, trying to help out the old guy. We thought it was the old guy's cart with all of his stuff, and this guy just came up and grabbed it and ran outside of the store. So we catch up to them, and they're both just walking side by side, and they're all tired and panting and just walking next to each other side by side. And the old guy's taking photos of the thief, so the thief ended up dropping the cart and ran off. So here's the part where it gets interesting. So after that, we talked to the old guy. We're like, you know, fill us in, what happened, what's going on with all this, why were you chasing him? Turns out the old guy is just a customer of Safeway, and he was trying to be a vigilante of sorts. Because we had asked him if he had worked for Safeway, because that's what we assumed, he was a Safeway employee or something that was chasing after him. And excuse my language, but he was a total dick. He had told it, he's like, that's none of your business whether I work for Safeway. And we were just trying to ask because we had came out and helped him, and we wanted to get the story to figure out why, just what the situation was. Yeah, so he was being really rude to us that we were asking after we had just helped him chase down this criminal guy. And it turns out he'd finally copped up to it. He has a lady friend that works in the flower section of the Safeway. And so he was trying to get it back just because he knew someone that worked at Safeway, and it was unjust. So I think this old guy was chasing after to try and woo a lady, because this thief had like $20 of groceries in his cart. And I understand and agree that that is not right and you should not steal. But also, you don't want to risk your life for $1 billion company that doesn't care if they lose $20 of groceries in the grand scheme of things. So this guy risked his life to go get a cart of groceries that he had no stake in. Wasn't even his own groceries. Yeah, so that was my big crazy story of the week. Yeah, not much else has been going on. You know, this nice weather really has been great. Portland is a completely different city in the summer versus the winter. You know, and coming from Michigan, I never thought the winter would be a big problem. You know, it doesn't get very cold here, but being outside and walking around in it, and the slush and the cold and the wet, it gets a little gloomy. So it's been really great to be able to get out and about in the city. I just feel like lately more than ever, I'm living a life that I couldn't have dreamt of as a goal. You know, it's just like weight loss. If you want something better for yourself or better for your life, or you want things to be different, you got to realize that you have control and you can change things and you can make them better or more fun or less stressful or whatever you want them to be. But that's gonna wrap it up for this week. Like I said, pretty quiet week, but I thought it was a fun story to share. Let me know down below, what crimes have you witnessed? Did you step in? Did you leave it be? I'd love to hear that, get a discussion going. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it, helps me out a ton. And be sure to subscribe if you want to see more. I put these out every Monday, but I also have videos on Fridays as well. But until next time, I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good one.